Now we are live. What's up, everybody? Me and Lep sitting here on a first live broadcast for Level Up Cleveland. I don't have a regular show for you guys today, but we decided we were going to go live as we've just ended season one. That Bessemer Saints episode was going to be the last episode for season one. So I thought I'd come on today. We do a little talking about season one possible. I got my man Lep with me. If everybody remembers Lep from Leprechaun TV. Lep was the king of season one. He definitely had the most views of anybody. He's closing in on 600 right now views. And so the king of season one gets first stop on the first live episode of Level Up Cleveland. I know I didn't get this out to a lot of people to know about this episode, really, like I probably should have. So if you're actually watching, cool, let everybody know it's on. I'm trying to get it out as we're doing this. But hey, Lep, thanks for coming on, man.
Right on, for sure. Little sleep in my eye still, but I'm here, man.
Yeah, this is a little early for a Lep show. And you just had your last show was kind of like letting people know that you had some changes in your life and that the show is probably going to be affected a little bit by these changes. You want to tell people what you were telling them on your show?
Right on. So just recently, it's a week now, I took a position at Jones Bones Barbecue and Grub, which you could find in Grafton, Ohio. Great barbecue, great owners. Took me in, offered me a position, and I jumped right on it, man. Hopefully this summer I'll be on one of the food trucks. So the restaurant is in Grafton. There is 2 food trucks, and he just signed a lease for another restaurant in downtown Elyria. So expanding,
expanding quickly, and so you jumped on that real quick so that you'll be a part of this as it's growing. Yep. And by all means, if you're going to be working, dude, you should be working food, man. That's what you do. Yeah. That's your passion. Yeah. And you're kind of like you're able to do that, which is really cool, man.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, and you're also like you were saying though, this might, because like I was just talking to you before we even came on now last night. I mean, your life has changed quite a bit now, because this thing now is where you're not even getting home until the wee hours into the night. So it's good, if it's a Thursday night, that's when Hot Seat was always on with your show. You might not be home in time for that thing, but you were throwing out some different options, possibly guest people or doing it for, whatever. But, it'll continue, though. It's going to continue.
For sure. Yeah, it ain't going anywhere. It just might not be me live at that moment. Like I'll do some pre-recorded interviews and throw them in that time slot when I normally go live, and then might have some celebrity guest host, you know what I mean? So there already will be a guest for the interview, and then I'll have somebody sit in for the host. So
yeah. Let me know if you need me to sit in on one of those. I'll do one for you. You know what I mean?
And,
and it's cool.
You tune in, you watch, you see the concept, how it goes. Appreciate the support, man. It's always awesome. And shortly, guys, we are going to be shooting a commercial.
Yeah.
It's a secret, but yeah.
Yeah. We're going to be doing that too for you. Now, you want to do the commercial for the restaurant, right? The one you're doing now. Is that what you want to do?
Yeah, I'm going to get with Brian, the owner, and I'm going to get there's only a handful of us that work for him. So I'm going to try to get some footage already that we could probably give to you, and you mash it all up and then come and film a couple, your own catching your own, because I know how your eye works. I know you like the angles and the
there's
different scenarios, scenarios, catch us in action, stuff like that,
Yeah, sure. Yeah, no, and I'm looking forward to doing that. It's just another thing that we're going to do is for Level Up Cleveland is help all these people with any kind of thing you guys need. I mean, even like when you're going to be doing the show, if you're going to do any kind of pre-recorded stuff, we'll help you with the editing. Get you. It's not stuff is you'll see you'll be able to do all that too. That's
Yeah.
that's really not that hard, and you got a really good foot in it on this whole thing, anyways. You know what the hell's going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So speaking of your uncle, we were talking to Ed, seeing if your uncle was going to come on. Delbert.
Yes.
Del was actually from Cursed, and it was the very first episode we ever did was that one, and that was pretty cool, man. That's still one of my very, very favorite episodes. Was that Cursed episode? And that's and then that basically after that happened, I started talking to you again because you and I go back, and we had a lot of the same friends growing up. You were a few years younger than me, so there's that. But we knew each other. We know of and knew each other for some time now. It's been a long time.
Yes.
And but yeah, that first episode when Del had the blue hair, man. If everyone remember, he still has it. I just saw him. He just came up to the studio the other day, and I was like, "Damn, dude, you still got that blue hair." He's a crazy son of a bitch. He's cool as hell, though, man.
Yeah.
He is a cool son of a bitch. But yeah, we had a really good time on that first episode with those guys. Mike Webster, he was a welcome surprise, that dude. You know Mike?
Hung out with them at the bar. What's the bar on Brook Park Road that they play at? Bar 30?
Oh yeah, Bar 30.
Bar 30. Yeah. So that's when they had Cursed first got together, and so my Uncle Delbert was doing double duty. He was still playing with Glad to Be Here cover band, and then he was doing Cursed already. So what happened a couple of times was Cursed opened up for Glad to Be Here at Bar 30. So yeah, we hung out a couple of times. I've met him, talked to him. I got a cool picture of them standing underneath Bar 30 and how they write what band's going to be there.
Oh yeah.
So I got a nice picture of them with that. So
yeah. He was like I said, he was a welcome surprise. When he started telling me about his demons and all that stuff, I was like, wow. And what people I don't know if people realize this is that was my very first interview I've ever done of any kind in my entire life was Cursed. So when I'm doing this interview and he says to me, well, yeah, when I was a little kid, these demons with red eyes used to poke me. I was like, holy shit, man, this interview thing is easy. Like on the very first one, I told him, I'll never forget. He goes, we took the break, and I said during the break, he goes, well, I hope I'm not saying too much, and I'm like, are you kidding me? This is gold. This is my first one, and we struck gold. And them guys for a long time, they held the reign on Level Up. They were the kings, and they had over 500 views. They were rocking, and then Nephew came in and just bumped. Like it just
yeah, but it wasn't like a blowout. It came out the gate fast. It came out the gate fast. Now it's kind of leveled off where Cursed interview could practically blow up way quicker. You know what I mean? It would take one groupie, and then next they got a following, a larger following. Depends on what platform they hit on,
Yeah, well, every Wednesday I've been putting out. I started with Cursed. I think I've done it in 5 now, so it's about 5 weeks ago I started doing it. I started with Cursed, and I just right in order. I've been redoing these on Facebook, so I put them back out on Facebook. It's like, hey, this is an old one, flashback, flag from the past type shit, and they're getting hammered. I put Cursed up. I think I got 50 views just on redoing it again. You're right, though. Those guys could blow up at any time, and they're about to put out another album. So, when that kind of stuff happens, it gains more interest. People are searching for them, and boom, here's the show. You know what I mean? And that's
Yeah.
all it takes, man. Look how you blow up, dude. I mean, like you put up your stuff always gets hit, man. Always. You know what I mean? And it takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time, but
Yeah.
you know.
You build that following, you know what I mean? It's who you reach. So the more interesting you are, the more people are gonna be interested in watching you and following you. I got over, I think, 4,000 friends on Facebook, almost to 1,000 followers on Instagram, and I'm pushing, man. I'm real close to 2,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel.
I know that's friggin' awesome, dude.
Yeah,
it's awesome. It really is. That's friggin' awesome, man. That's a lot. People that don't have these things have any idea how hard it is to get people to subscribe to your channel. It seems like you would think it costs money, you know, because it's so hard to get people to hit that button. But you got to earn it, man. That's the truth. You have to earn all this stuff. People aren't just going to watch it and take you for your, you know, you got to be good at what you're doing. And people got to like what you're doing.
For sure.
You've watched a lot of the episodes, right? I mean, you've watched most of them.
Yeah.
Any episodes stand out where you was watching it and you're like, oh, this is a good. You're like, is there any episodes besides your own? Of course, let's not go there. That was a good one. But
well, here my thing is they were all great interviews. There wasn't a bad one, and every single one of them have potential of blowing up. You know what I mean? That's how good they are at what they do. So with that being said, not one just stood out far because I haven't seen any of them live. Or they haven't crossed my path. So when that happens, I'll go back and watch the interview, and then I'll be like, I know these guys, you know what I mean? I heard these guys, you know?
Right. Well, that's the idea of the show. I mean, like when we started doing this thing, the whole idea of this whole show was to, we had another studio already, and we were making our own music, me and Pat. When I talk about I'm talking about Pat. He's my partner in crime, you know?
Yeah.
And we were doing that. We were recording ourselves. We would record some other people. But it just, you know, I just felt like we needed to do something else. So we decided, you know what, let's try a podcast. And one thing about Pat and I is we don't go into anything and try to half-ass through it. Everything has to be like, you know, all the way. And so we built that studio.
Yeah, that's a nice studio.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then we just went for it. I mean, literally, you know, we were able to get guys like your uncle to start off and stuff like that. And and Cursed is a damn good band. So it was really nice to start off like that. And then we got Fallout, we got Sugar Mountain, we had Camel Butter. Those first four were all great episodes. And it was just lucky for us that we know some really good dudes, you know what I mean? That did it for us. And it took off pretty quick. I mean, people were wanting to get on the show, and that was, to me, that was the key to it, because getting people to like it. I knew I had to get the musicians to like it first, you know, like they had to want to come on, and you had to make it so that they were benefiting too. Like there has to be some kind of benefit to them where they're being promoted in some way. And so I make it about you guys, you know, like I make it about that, you know, it's like, show is your show today, you know, whoever I'm interviewing. And it's like, we ended season 1 with the Bessemer Saints episode. Yesterday, I did 2 more interviews, because we do them on Saturdays, and usually 2 or 3. Now we're doing 3 in one. Damn, we're doing 3 in one day. That's tough.
Yeah.
But yesterday I did 2. The first 2, I'll say who they were, because, you know, we did the Southern Outlaws band, and these dudes are blowing up. These guys are international. These guys have a huge following in Australia also. What a cool group these guys are, man. I mean, what a fun bunch of dudes these dudes were. And these guys are getting nominated for all these awards, songwriter awards, best song, best album, best band.
Yeah.
The ISSA is what they're called. International or indie singer-songwriter is what it is. And these guys are going to Alabama to play. they're playing for the award show and all that stuff. Not on it, but like a pre-show that they do.
Yeah.
These guys are playing there, and really interesting, fun dudes. These guys are, man. They're killer.
Awesome.
Got to check them out. Southern Outlaws, man.
Southern Outlaws.
Yeah, they're like a Southern rock type thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I did a guy named Drew Loesch. His name is Drew Loesch, and he's a cinematographer. And this guy has just tons of hours of footage of interviews that he did with all the great people from the Cleveland scene in the 60s and 70s. Nice. Yeah, dude, he's got cool shit. And he also he runs a Facebook page and he puts a lot of this footage on that Facebook page. So you could actually just watch it on Facebook from YouTube and all that kind of stuff. He puts a lot of stuff up, but super interesting dude. He knows everybody basically from the local scene from the 60s and 70s guys, all them. I mean, that's when Cleveland was banging music-wise,
Right.
And
sure.
So, yeah, this guy was super interesting. So, yeah, when we start this thing off, the season 2, it should be pretty interesting. I must say, I got some excellent bands, and I've even went ahead and booked. I mean, I literally already have the whole season pretty much booked for season 2. I mean, we're booked all the way into July now. So, but yeah, I see it being. I got some comedians coming on. I booked 4 comedians for the season, and try some of them guys out. Some pretty decent names for the local scene. They're good. I think they're good comedians. I hope they're good comedians.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so we got a lot of things happening coming up. I don't know, man. I'm excited, dude. I'm excited for you in a way because I think this when this food truck thing starts up, I was thinking about like you got to figure out a way to incorporate a food truck into a show. Like there's a way to do all that. There's a way to somehow do that because you gotta think that, dude, you're gonna run into some crazy circumstances on a food truck, man.
Yeah,
you're gonna have if things happen that are just like when you go home, like
I've already been warned that there could be some late nights. People book for different occasions, and sometimes you have to go outside of the box to bring it all together. And I think some live footage or any kind of footage from me doing a late night event
drinking drunks
would be some crazy interesting footage. You know what I mean? So I'm excited. We don't know, you know what I mean? Like you and I have talked personally. We're going up. You know what I mean? We're taking Cleveland by storm, and we have a lot of good people around us that support us. We got funny people that are just gonna help us grow everywhere. It's expanding for sure. It's gonna be fun. I can't wait to get on. I'm nervous and I'm excited, but I got a great teacher and mentor and the owner Brian.
Sounds like a good dude.
Yeah, man, for sure.
Brian. Anybody named Brian's usually a pretty cool guy.
Yeah.
I hope he spells it with an I.
No, he actually spells it with a Y.
See, that's just not the same. It's not the same. No, I'm just messing with him, But yeah, so but I think you could actually I was even thinking where you could mount a camera into your food truck, so it's always kind of capturing stuff, and then go back when something cool's happened, you go grab that out and edit it out of there and get enough of those. You got some interesting stuff.
Yeah. So that'll be exciting. That would be different because you're not really you're not really there to entertain. You're just there to capture, like a hidden camera type
Yeah, that's what it would be
thing.
like. Yeah,
Yeah.
right. Exactly. Totally.
Yeah.
You're just doing your job. It's just you doing your job. You're
Yeah.
not changing nothing, but you're gonna have people there. You're just gonna be
Oh
like,
yeah.
yeah, man, you're gonna have
You
like
could cut
whatever.
and chop some clips and probably make a funny one, maybe some bloopers,
Yeah,
slip,
this week with
bust your
Lep.
ass.
This week with Lep. That's it. You know what I mean? You'd be like, this is what happened this week on my
I
fucking food truck.
I used to I was trying to get this show going. Another one was This Week in YouTube. Like, remember the show This Week in Baseball?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of do it like that, where I would take clips of other videos and everybody that released something from their channel, take all that and do a little mashup of This Week in YouTube. But it never panned out. That was during the pandemic.
You were trying to find shit to do?
It became more just a hangout for everybody than This Week in YouTube.
It was a little party.
Yeah, it was. It was a virtual bar.
Hey, if anybody wants to come on here with us and join us, I haven't said, I should have right at the bat, but if you guys want to come on, shoot me a text or send me something, and I'll send you the link. When you send me a thing, let me know what your no, I can send it through Messenger, can I? Yeah, I can send it through Messenger.
Yeah, that's the easiest way
Uh-huh.
for me to get a hold of people is
Because
Facebook.
they get it on their phone, probably, so yeah. But if you want to send it to me on Messenger that you want to get on, come on with us and talk. Mostly I'd rather see some of the past guests come on with us, and especially if they got like something they want to plug, promote, something updated, something new, that's happening. Come on for a few minutes and whatever. If you do, you do. If you don't, you don't. I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, we're here to entertain you guys. So,
hey, there's Rome. I just see Rome pop up on the chat. My man Rome with us. What's up, dude? You want to come on?
Yeah, man. More the merrier.
Yeah, he was another one of my faves. Rome was one of my favorite interviews. He was. That's a fun guy right there, man. That's a good dude. And that dude just puts out, what's up, Jake? He puts out singles, he likes to put out singles, and he just put one out called The R, like the letter. And man, it jams, man. It is killer. It's definitely like he does like an old school rap type thing, more like kind of reminds me of like the old Ice-T stuff. But man, that tune jams, man. I heard it and I talked to Pat. And I was like, man, I'm not much for rap, but if I was, this is the tune.
Right, for sure.
All right, dude. He's at work. He said, all right, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Hey, tell my grandma I said, what's up? He works at a place where my grandma's at. So,
okay.
Yeah, my grandma's still alive. And he works there. And this dude, he told me she likes him. I guess she don't like anybody else, but I guess she likes Rome. That's what he told me. But you tell her hi for me, man. And but anyway,
I just busted out probably 20 invites just now. Just sharing the YouTube link out.
Okay.
So you might get some guests in here.
That's cool. Fuck yeah.
Jake Smith is the one I work with. He's Brian's right hand man. Been around a couple years, knows everything in the kitchen, actually knows the whole place, front to back. You know what I mean?
Does that make you the left hand man right now?
I'm working on it. I'm trying to learn quick as I can, man. That's for sure.
Yeah. That's cool.
It was cool, man. He allowed the smash burger on Friday special, man. That was pretty cool. So I made it to the chalkboard.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
I saw that, man. You got your smash burger up there. What I couldn't figure out is it's really 2 1/3 pounds of meat.
Yeah,
that's a lot of meat.
Yeah, Yeah, it's an 8-ounce burger, or you know what I mean? Like
Oh, I see. I
you,
thought it was
it,
a 2 1/3 pound patty.
no.
Oh, okay. I got it now. Okay. That makes more
Yeah,
sense. I'm like, wow,
yeah.
dude, that's like a
Um,
meatloaf.
that would be a big one, though. Yeah, that could be like a challenge, you know, just like his sloppy top baked potato, man. This thing, I swear to God, probably weighs about 5 pounds. No lie.
No shit.
At least I don't know. I didn't weigh one yet. At least 3 pounds.
No shit, man.
It's a
I'm
baked
coming up. I'm
potato.
coming out there.
Oh man,
I'm gonna come out there and eat, man. What's the dining room like? What's the dining
they
area like?
have they have one, two, three, four, five, 6 tables, uh, or 5 tables, 5 or 6 tables. You know, but other than that, there's no it's barbecue joints are more or less walk up, take the barbecue, and go.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's what. Right. That's what I'm saying. But
it's the
still, if I
easy,
go out
yeah,
there, I'm gonna have to eat inside. I ain't going back here with cold food. I gotta eat
right,
it right now.
yes, yeah, right.
So they got
Um,
what smokers just going all the time in the back or something? Is that how that works?
now Brian gets up, man, early wee hours in the morning and has it all ready by opening at 11 o'clock in the
And
morning.
he just to goes stays open until he sells out. Basically, is that the thing?
Yep.
Is that
Yeah.
so?
Well, we were talking more hours, but it practically wouldn't be realistic. So we're only open 11 to 2, 2:30 for the week, which is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We're closed Sunday, Monday. So yeah. Um
Oh, Billy, he's smoking ribs and brisket right now. He says,
yeah.
"What's up,
Hell yeah.
dude?"
Yeah. Yeah. So he ended up getting a badass smoker. It's great influencing everybody, If it wasn't the flat top, so everybody's going out and getting a Blackstone, they're getting some kind of cooking apparatus, you know what I mean? A
Yeah,
grill, gas grill, whatever, you know what I mean? But just getting out there and cooking, that's
yeah.
the
That
fun. That's the
hell yeah,
fun
dude.
part, you know?
Hell yeah, and you making some beautiful shit, man, and you really have that even lunch with Lep, even though it's not like it used to be. But it's a little different than you had it going there for a while.
Yeah.
But man, dude, you get some killer pictures, man, and you like I think that's the thing you do best is people just get hungry watching your ass, and they fucking, you know what I mean? They just want to, like you make some crazy looking shit, man. You're like the
Yeah.
taco king too, dude.
Yeah.
You are the red Mexican, dude. That's one of my favorite. That's my favorite thing, man. The red Mexican is one of my favorite. That's a character you need to. I think you might want to have a show, just the red Mexican show,
Yeah.
just with him making
Yeah.
tacos. You know what
Right.
I mean? That'd
Yeah.
be great. That's a
Now
great.
that I'm better at what I do, you know what I mean? As far as the recording side of the cook, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Entertaining and cooking, that comes natural.
Yeah.
It's capturing angles and doing all that. Now that I got that camera, I could. I'm thinking about going to get another phone, man. I'm thinking about picking up an iPhone or something like that, something that has a great camera already, and getting 2 different angles. You know,
Well, yeah, you can just get you another camera. We just picked up some camcorders. Pat just picked up a couple camcorders, um, Sony's,
Mhm.
and for the party. We'll talk about
Yeah,
that here in a minute. But
yeah,
for the party, he picked them up, and they're nice, man. Real nice picture on them. I think he paid 2 1/4. I think he said for
that's
each
not bad.
one.
That's
And
not bad.
no, man, and picture looks good. We'll know about that how good it is because so just to mention what's going on with that party. Um, it's April 28th this month. Uh, it is Thursday, and it is the first night of the NFL draft. So what happened is they decided the West Park Browns backers down there at PJ McIntyre's was throwing a big ass party for the draft party. They decided to do this, of course, before the big trade, which took our first round pick away from us.
Yeah.
But they're still throwing the party. They
Mhm.
hired basically me and Lep to help with this party where Lep's going to be doing some cooking.
That
Maybe not.
changed. Yeah,
Oh,
that
because of
changed.
this. Oh, that's true.
Hey, once Deshaun Watson came on, it kind of threw a monkey wrench in everything.
Yeah.
So Danny Cleveland got with Pat and myself, and it just not logical to put that much money into providing food that you know he's still gonna have a complimentary buffet, but it's not gonna be barbecue. There's not gonna be any barbecue.
Okay, I didn't hear that yet.
Yeah,
I didn't hear that.
Yeah. That breaking news.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, the breaking news. That just happened the other day, actually, and I've been busy all week working, so I didn't have a chance to.
Yeah, my part's still going. I'm still.
Yes, you're still on. Yeah, to capture some moments. There's still going to be people, coming. It just wouldn't have been. You know what I mean? It not a lot of people, probably because for one, it's on a weeknight.
Yeah, it's a Thursday night.
Yes, Thursday.
Yeah, well, that was always kind of like, to me, it's going to be like the great equalizer. The fact that it's on a weeknight makes it so that you don't have 3,000 people showing up. That's definitely going to keep some people at home. Not to mention the thing that we are actually doing is broadcasting live from the party, so people can stay home and watch, still kind of be there, because I am going to actually do a live broadcast from the thing, from the party itself. And it'll be me sitting down, probably talking with some of the people. I think he's still having some of the Browns players show up, some of the old time Browns players. I know one of the guys from the 64 championship is going to be there.
Yeah.
And he said Doug Deacon's supposed to come to this thing too. So we'll be broadcasting live from PJ McIntyre's that Thursday. We're doing the first 10 picks. That was it. Originally we were going to do the first 13 picks, but that was because the Browns had 13. We were going to end the night on the Browns pick. Now that they don't have a first round pick, at least they don't have one now. They could always trade back in.
Yeah,
but we can't count on that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So basically 10 picks and we're out. And but yeah, we definitely want to check that out. We're going to be pushing for that. See how many people we get to watch something like that. I think that'll actually be pretty entertaining.
And that's going to be live?
Live
from PJ McIntyre's in West Park, Cleveland, Ohio.
Ham's Corner. Yeah, we're going
corner.
Yeah, we're going to be.
It used to be a hot spot back in the 70s and 80s too, man.
Yeah,
with the music scene, with with what was the name of the Flash Gordons?
Oh,
Flash Gordons was up there.
The Flashes is there's actually a page on Facebook that I'm a part of. It's a Flash Gordon's page, and it's just literally nothing but all the old clippings from all the scene magazines and stories and footage and pictures of all that time. You're right. That was a music scene back in the day, the 90s, the early 90s. It was freaking
I go back a little bit further, mid to late 80s with breakdancing.
Oh, that's right. That's what you were doing at that time. Huh?
Yeah.
No kidding. Would they have like big breakdancing type events and stuff there?
Yeah, like battles, man.
No kidding.
You would bring your team, man. Yeah. Which where you're from, your neighborhood, neck of the woods, was Lakeshore Rockers, which was Eric Oliver and Mark Huberbrand and the Cutlips. Yeah, man. It started way back then,
So did you guys do that stuff, like just like get together on the street, put some cardboard down and then challenge each other? Did you guys do that kind of stuff too, or was it always at like these events when you would do that stuff?
At the events. We would break dance out in the wide open, you know what I mean? But you know, as far as the battles were, like there was one at Clark Rec. Clark Rec would host battles. But it wasn't like Flash Gordon's. Flash Gordon's brought people, brought teams, you know what I mean? It was more professional club type scene where Clark Rec was actually battle, you know.
Was it like the movies? Like with the
it was Beat Street. It was like Beat Street for sure.
Yeah, that's what it was. Beat
For
Street.
sure.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
No kidding, man. Yeah, them were some cool days, man.
Yeah. All my cousins, you know what I mean? The Johnses, Eddie, Eric and Derek weren't into the breakdancing as much, but they still rocked the jean jacket with Lakeshore Rocker on it. You know what I mean? Marky Johns and Teddy Johns and myself, you know, we all part of it. You know what I mean? Eric Oliver would paint your blue jeans, your acid washed jeans and acid washed jean jackets. He would paint them, you know, graffiti them and stuff like that. That's where cut lips too, you know, Scott and Kevin, you know, they're both artists, tattoo artists now, you know what I mean? So back in the day, they used to do all the drawings and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah. I saw that they're both doing tatties now, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So what's coming up? What do you think's coming up for the summer then? You're just gonna be working all summer? You gotta be able to is that the plan now, man? You're just gonna be going all diving all in.
I'm jumping both feet in, man. Let's go. You know? Absorb. I'm gonna be a sponge absorbing every little bit of this, you know what I mean? Who knows if we become a good team, you know what I mean? Because I'm already having fun, you know what I mean? That's number one. So it don't feel like work, really, you know? You know, with him expanding, you know, who knows? We've already touched base on it, but like a co-owner of a taco truck, you know, what will separate us from other taco trucks is all of our meat will be smoked.
Oh yeah. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, you're coming up, and God knows you can come up with some creative ideas for tacos, and you know you figure just about anything will go on a fucking tortilla. That's how you play it. You're like anything can be a taco.
You are correct with that. Yesterday I showed Jake, I showed him cheese skirt tortilla. So I took a handful of shredded cheese and made it
on a flat top,
6-inch round, and boom, it was done in 10 seconds, 15 seconds.
Yeah. That's cool, man. I've seen you do that actually when you were doing the lunch with Leps. You would make those cheese skirt taco shells and you would do like leftover spaghetti because you were using mozzarella cheese and or Parmesan cheese.
Yeah.
And you put a little spaghetti in a fucking Parmesan taco shell. It was crazy. I mean, it looked good though.
Well, a lot of people call them the iCarlys. I guess on that show, somebody ate a taco spaghetti taco, but it was made a little different from my version. So but that's what they refer it to, you know what I mean? Associate it with is an iCarly taco.
Yeah, I know who iCarly is. I remember my kids watching that stuff back in the day. But I don't remember eating. But that's but you'll eat. I mean, you'll make like anything in a taco. Anything. So when it comes to this food truck, is that what do you think they'll be taking Lep's suggestions about what kind of tacos? Are you guys going to do some more traditional type stuff, or are you guys going to like go kind of like?
Well, you could do carne asada. I could, you know what I mean? Smoke the meat. which will be different. That'll be a Mexican, authentic Mexican taco, carnitas, you do all those meats, but smoke them first and then serve them, which will give it a totally different flavor profile,
Yeah.
and you make it unique and stand out. You know what I mean? Make it a one of a kind
Oh, yeah,
here
yeah,
in
yeah.
here in the Cleveland taco scene. It's actually flooded, to tell you the truth. There's a Mexican joint or a Mexican food truck at every event practically, and anywhere you go. Every city has multiple Mexican restaurants you could choose from. So yeah, we're big in the Spanish food category around these parts. You know what I mean?
Heck yeah. Well, and but yeah, like you said, if you're gonna do it, you got to set yourself apart. You can't just have regular tacos. Then
Right.
you're just in
Oh,
that sea.
you're not getting no ground beef taco. That's for sure.
No, not unless you guys can figure out how to smoke some good ground beef smoke.
Right, right.
That might be something. Then I've smoked burgers before, but I've never smoked ground beef.
Yeah, I would think you would have to do it as like a meatloaf or some loaves,
Yeah, yeah.
because you can't just
Yeah,
chop it
no,
up and dry it out for
yeah,
sure.
it would. It would just be a mess. It would just be like
Yeah,
crunchy meat.
yeah, yeah, right. Yeah. But that's a talk, you know what I mean? That's a thought, you know what I mean? I'm riding this summer out and seeing where it goes. How about that?
Well, look at Jake's talking you up, man. He
Yeah,
says you're learning quick and you're a great help and a great worker. That's 3 for
awesome.
3 right there. That's 3.
Right on.
You know?
Um, Rome wants to know where we're located. I'm located in Brooklyn, Ohio right now.
Yeah, I'm in Medina. I bought a house out here a couple years now. It's almost 2 years, and I love it out here. I got out of the
Yeah.
city. I couldn't take the city no more.
Yeah. I tell you what, it's Brooklyn, we're so close to Cleveland, it's practically Cleveland. You know what I mean? We
Oh
just got different property tax. But
yeah.
and
Yeah.
driving out to the restaurant, you know what I mean, is soothing. You get on them back roads, man, and you just cruise and get to
What do you do?
work.
Take 480 all the way to 20 and get off there at Grafton exit?
I
At the
get
Grafton
off
Road?
at no, I get off at 2, Lorraine
Oh.
Road. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Okay.
Go past
Okay.
the drive-in, couple
Oh yeah.
streets, couple
Yeah, you get
streets.
off right where McDonald's is right there, and
Yeah,
there's a big
yeah.
the
Couple
hotel.
streets after the drive-in, you make a left, and it runs right into. We're right on the corner.
That's
Right,
83, isn't it?
that's
It's
82,
83.
82.
Well, I'm just saying 83 takes you to isn't it downtown Grafton's 82 and 83.
Yeah, well, I take Island Road.
Oh yeah, that's right. You said it's on Island.
Yeah, Island Road. It runs parallel with 83. Yeah,
Is that
but
where it's at on Island Road? It's on Island and 82?
Island and 82. Yep.
Yeah, check
Yep.
anybody that's out by there. Go check this out, man. At least go out there and say hi to Lep, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, man. Come get a sticker.
Heck yeah.
I got
All
my
right,
sticker.
Lep. I'm thinking. Oh yeah, I got my sticker. Oh yeah. By the way, I'm gonna create a little shrine next to my desk for the show with all my stuff that people have given me, and
Right.
I got all my Lep stuff out now. I'm getting it all ready to take over there and put in my little display. But I think we're gonna call it, man. I think we're gonna call it a show right here.
Right on. Hey,
Thank you for joining me, dude.
right on.
Like I said, man, the king of season 1 for sure. You came on strong. Now it's out of 21 episodes we did, man. Nobody even. I mean, the only ones that came close was Cursed.
Yeah.
So you put your work in for it, though, man. I know you were sharing, and you do the right thing. That's how. That's all we expect and ask of the people that we put on the show is that if you're going to be on, just promote what you're doing, and because that's what you were here to do is promote,
Yeah.
All right, man. We're out. Thanks
All right.
again, Lep. We'll talk,
Appreciate
man.
it. Yeah,
right,
we'll
brother.
see each other
All right. Later, man.
later.
See you, everybody. Bye-bye.